Okay, so we worked on extension, racket extension, just making sure the racket when you're swinging, it's really your job. Like there's tennis is a focus sport. I'm gonna say that again, but the key to what you focus on is important. Not just focusing on getting the ball in play. Okay, getting the ball in play doesn't get the ball in play. What you do gets the ball in play, and that's what you have to focus on, is what you're doing. And one of the most important things to getting the ball to the target where you're hitting is the extension that you have with your racket, not your hand, but the racket. So if this is your hand and the racket is extended off, so your hand doesn't lead after contact. It's contact, racket's gonna go, and racket extension towards the target is very important after you hit the ball, which is a crucial focus when you're making contact. So if you're focusing on where your racket is going after contact, that's controlling where the ball is going after contact. But if you're focusing on where the ball is going after contact and could care less where your racket goes, the ball's not going to go anywhere you want it to go. So that's probably the main thing what we did today. And we also it was really a lot of one of the most important aspects of tennis that I think is the components of maintenance and what that means. Today was a maintenance day, and did we need to use the whole hour for maintenance? Yes, because tennis is that way. If you want to maintain a certain level of performance, then you will maintenance a certain number of hours and not just play. Too many people in Colorado I see think coming out playing tennis is how you practice. Honestly, that's not how you, like, guys who shoot targets for a living don't go out and just shoot targets to practice. Okay, so they actually have exercises with, arming the gun, or movement exercises to making sure they're in the right position and things of that nature. They don't just go out to the range every day and shoot the range. If that was the case, then pro tennis players would only go out and play matches every day and never need to drill or calibrate their strokes. And that's a really big portion of maintenance, is calibration. Where today, when we first started hitting, you were way off. Like your swing was like on a 6 or 7 stiffness rating. The focus wasn't on where your racket was going, so the swing kind of was reflecting this focus. Then 10-15 minutes in, we started redirecting your focus back to where it should be on the court, and your stroke reflected accordingly, and the rest of the practice was pretty much impeccable, which is why I was quiet. You'll notice that in practices, the more boisterous I am in the practice, then the more we have to work on things. The less I talk, then the more you're doing what we already worked on, what we're already working on or talking about. So that's a sign for you to know.